So welcome back everyone, Mike here. It is another beautiful frosty morning here in Pennsylvania. I'm out here in the woods with the RK37, got the grapple on. I think I'm going to carry some firewood poles back to the yard, maybe clean up some brush piles, something like that. I wasn't even planning on shooting a video to tell you the truth, but on my way out here I got to thinking, I got this big oak log out here, got a couple chains on the tractor, and I know this isn't going to work. I mean, I'm 99% sure it's not going to work. That log weighs about 5,000 pounds. I'll show it to you here in a minute. But I figure while I'm here and I got a little bit of traction, I'm at least going to try it. And if it doesn't work, I can at least rule this out. Now the RK55 is a little bit heavier. It's a lot heavier. Bigger tractor. That may be a possibility. But the conditions just have to be perfect. I think to get this thing out of here, I'm going to need one of two things. I'm either going to have to set up like a cable setup with some snatch blocks, or possibly if I rent a decent sized excavator, which that may be another option. I've been thinking about that, trying to justify renting a machine. We've got tons of trees that are like way down in the valleys, and you either need a bunch of long cable to get them out, or like an excavator, I could get a bunch of them out with that. So that may be something that I do. But before I do that, I will at least want to rule this out, that I can't pull this big log up over this hill with this tractor. If I could just get it up here to the trail, I could make sort of a sled for the front of it. I have some ideas there, like maybe cutting the end of one of those IBC totes, like the bullet nose end, you know, in a corner. Get that on the front of the log, put a hole through it with the chain, at least keep it from digging into the ground. But I'm going to try to get it at least from here up to the path. If I can get it just to the path up here, that's half the battle. Anyway, I'll show you what I got here. We'll try this out. I'm not holding my breath. I don't think this is going to work, but it's going to take 5 minutes to try, so why not? I did a few other videos on this tree. This went down in an ice storm. It's all nice and solid. Big oak tree here. I've got one log cut out of it right there. It's about a 9-footer is that first one. A little between 8.6 and 9 feet. Probably weighs 4,800 pounds, something like that. Something I was thinking about, I was watching some videos on some other channels, and even like Wrangler Star's channel, the way he carries those big logs around with that Yanmar tractor he has. One thing to keep in mind, these things are way heavier than that. Like a big fir tree, something like that, comparing that to oak, I'm thinking this oak weighs almost twice as much. Maybe not quite, but this is very heavy wood. Like I said, this one section here is probably almost 5,000 pounds. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw a chain under it, and I'm going to hook it on the far side of the log. And if nothing else, maybe I can roll it a little bit this way and get it away from this stump. We'll see. I don't think this is going to work. I'm not really going to horse it, but I just have to see if it's going to at least move it. If I can move it, you know, that's the first step. We'll give it a try here, see what happens. I'm going to get the hook on the far side, and maybe it'll spin in a little bit. We'll see. This is just a 5/16 chain, which is plenty for this tractor. You won't get enough traction before you can break that. All right, let's see what happens. least we got it away from the stump. I'm going to block up that other side, get a little closer to it, but we may be able to get this thing up to the trail here. Well, I was right. I was actually kind of surprised that I got it rolled out there like I did. But the problem is, the ground's only froze down like 2 inches at the most. As soon as you break through it, you just get into this topsoil here. You know, it's kind of slick, really slick actually, and you lose all your traction. Ag tires probably would be a little bit better, but if we get some cold temperatures for a few days, I'm not sure what it's going to do. I haven't even looked at the weather. I may bring the RK55 out here. If it would stay frozen like this without a bunch of snow on the ground, I think I could get that up out of there, no problem with the 55. But it's just a little bit much for the RK37. That's a big hunk of wood right there. But anyway, like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.